Hi everyone, it's Annie from A Phoenix Healing. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. It's Sunday, December 20th, 2025, and I was guided to do a reading for the collective for today and the week ahead, especially with the new year coming up in a few days. I'm using Kyle Gray's Keepers of the Light Oracle cards, and I will say I was a little surprised how many came out, and a little bit surprised one of the messages too, because this came out last year, and I think I know again the reason why, but it was like the life force card with, the sexuality and everything, especially with New Year's. What do people like to do on New Year's? Go out and have sex, but or celebrate it with somebody they care about in a romantic way. But sometimes people, use it in a way as a form of release and recreation, not with anything serious, which is important. You need to be able to do life for, like, have sex with someone that you care about and you're safe with, because sacred sexuality is a real thing. But without further ado, going into the reading, 3 cards came out: Kuthumi, Cernunnos, and Hope. And the first card that came out was Kuthumi, Cloak of Wisdom. You already know the answer you seek. Trust what you know. Kuthumi is an ascended master who appears as a well-dressed Indian man with a golden aura. His teachings were brought to the world by Madame Blavatsky in the 19th century. There are many different theories as to his true identity. Many believe he was a wandering man known as a rishi in India, dedicated to walking the path of spirit with very few material possessions. Others believe him to have been a well-educated Sikh spiritual leader who was given another name to protect his true identity. I believe that he lived a high life, but through spiritual practice was able to let go of his need for material possessions. Now he helps light workers go beyond the limits set by others and cultivate a personal connection to God. Knowledge is learned, wisdom is remembered. You are in a real cloak of wisdom now. Like Kuthumi, you have been on a wandering path trying to find answers through studying the insights of others, but now you're uncovering the truth of your own soul. Your soul is leading the way, and you are being encouraged to follow. The fog is clearing. The light has come and is shining on you. Your soul is saying yes, it is your cheerleader. Follow it and trust the endless wisdom within you. Go, go, go. Now, Cernunnos, life force, express your driving passion. Sensual and sexual powers are increased. Cernunnos, also known as Herne, is a Celtic stag god who represents connection to the earth. He is one of the oldest recognized Celtic gods and features on the Gudrunstrum cauldron, a giant silver vessel from the Iron Age. He is the lover of the Great Mother and impregnates the land so that it'll be filled with life. He can help us form a connection with the animal spirits and ancestors of our land. There is a deep buildup of life force within you now, and you need to channel into action. You may have extra energy or be more alert than usual, or be aware of a sense of increased sensual or sexual energy. If you have been unaware how this ties into your spiritual path, know that it can allow you to access the richness of your soul. When we are not expressing ourselves sexually, our spiritual potential can become tamed or muted. So if you're denying yourself a desire, ask yourself how you can fulfill it. Ask Cernunnos to help you access your sexual self so that you can express it with integrity in a way that honors your soul. If you and your partner are trying for a child and this card appears, fertility is very possible, especially if Brigid, Cernunnos' twin flame, is present too. So again, I like that it says that it's using sexuality in a sacred way and in a good way to express it, and not in a harmful way that can put really your body, your physical body, and your soul and your heart in danger. Hope, love, and acceptance. Love is yours. Recognize your divine worth. Choose loving thoughts. Hope is an angel who is dedicated to promoting the idea that we on earth are loved, cherished, and supported by the kingdom of heaven. She is all about helping us see the light beyond whatever darkness we are in. Traveling as part of a holy trinity: faith, hope, and charity. She helps us recognize that hope isn't about wishing for something good to happen or help to arrive, but trusting that support is already present. Hope is the twin flame of Archangel Gabriel. She has a gentle presence, but she is absolutely glorious. She sings sweet harmonies to us, and these songs are waves of love, washing away anything that stands between us and self-love and acceptance. Angels are gathering around you in celebration that you are finally willing to see how loving and lovable you are. Hope is here with her legion of love angels guiding you to see that you deserve loving relationships, loving experiences, and loving acceptance from the world around you. It seems that you are really moving beyond the limitations that you once had in this department, but know that whatever and whenever you do question your worth, you can call on hope to shine her golden light upon you. Your angels want you to know that they love and cherish you, and they're grateful that you're giving yourself the same support. I really do love, and I had to notice this too, that Kuthumi and Hope both have the golden light energy, like radiating so much, which is beautiful. So I definitely feel like, and they both talk about like moving on from things, like moving on limitations, continuing on the path. You know, obviously we're in a 9-year world, a world year 9, all about ending cycles, completions, just necessary endings that need to happen. And unfortunately, obviously, sometimes deaths of things, whether it's like, a physical death, like a soul that's being called home, like deaths of a marriage, death of a relationship, death of a friendship, death of toxic family members, like in a sense of like those types of relationships, like death of like a career that no longer aligns, like anything that's not aligning to you, that has come to a completion, that comes to an end. It's definitely talking about moving on to better and better things, bigger and better things, because especially next year where you're in our world year 1, a year of new beginnings and possibilities, doors opening, and 2017 was actually the last world year 1 we were in. So think back to 2017 about stuff. But I feel like, especially because go into the new year, that especially the thing I'm getting drawn to too is Cernano is the life force, because again, this card came out last year when I did the week ahead with the holiday for New Year's Eve, New Year's Day, and the life force, the sexual energy came out. So I definitely feel like this is the thing that unfortunately that people are sometimes they're in not a good state. Sometimes they're expressing themselves and spreading themselves literally around with unconscious people, and people forget that energy, especially a woman, stuff gets trapped in your room space, and even men, it's done a different way, but you're still taking on energy imprints of these partners, these sexual partners. So it's definitely, again, I feel a message coming out, again, being mindful of who you have intimacy with, who you're sharing your life force with, because sexual energy is life force, and especially when it's the potential to make life force. So again, please be mindful of how you spend the holidays, especially this week ahead, and especially New Year's Eve and New Year's Day. But also just knowing that you've come a long way. Don't let anything distract you from your path. Just keep moving ahead. We're almost done with this year. We're almost out of here. We're almost into the 2026 year, world year of 1. So keep holding on, keep moving forward. And I feel like these are really good messages, to keep moving ahead, being mindful of, sexual energy, and just be having that hope and mindful love and acceptance, and especially too with love, that these two are next to each other, Cernano and Hope, because making love with somebody that you love and that loves you back, and that's a lot healthier than just having sex for having sex. So I think that these combine, they came out together for a reason too. Again, be mindful of who we share our bodies with, because you want to be doing it with love, because sacred sexuality is being mindful and having the soul connections and having the love, and knowing that you are in a safe place when you do that, and being with somebody that you feel safe with as well. So with that said, I hope these messages have been helpful for this week ahead, especially with New Year's Eve, New Year's Day coming up in a few days. I will, in a couple more days, most likely do a video regarding closing out the year of 2025, and also going into the 2026 energy as well. So keep note of that, and I just hope these messages have been helpful, and like I said, we're almost out of this year. Just keep moving forward, and know that you're always surrounded and loved by the higher realms above, especially our angels and spirit and God in the universe and Jesus. So have a great day, everyone. Enjoy the rest of the week. Be safe, be healthy, make smart decisions, make healthy decisions, and whatever you decide to do, make sure it's aligned with you, your purpose, like your soul, your heart, and your mind, body, and spirit. Have a great day, everyone. Bye.